Please come.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please sit down. What is your name?
Sir, Prajnanandan Giri.
So, called you Prajnanandan, is it?
Yes, Prajnanandan, sir.
Prajnanandan. Okay, very nice. So, please, you have been once to UPSC earlier also for interview.
Yes, sir.
How many marks you got at that time?
So I got 154.
Okay. Please tell us about yourself.
Sir, my name is Prajnanandan Giri. So I was born in Karanjia, Mayurbhanj district in Odisha, and I did my integrated MSc in chemistry from National Institute of Science Education and Research in Bhubaneswar. And then, sir, I graduated in 2020, and then I am preparing for civil service. And meanwhile, I entered into Odisha Administrative Service. And currently, sir, I am posted as Deputy Collector in Bargarh district of Odisha.
Very nice. Giris are Odia people or they South Indian people?
Sir, Giris are in Odisha also, in South also, and in
North
Giri
also. Was the president.
Yes, sir.
What was he? Was from southern India?
Sir, he was born in Barampur, so he was a Telugu Brahmin family.
That's what I said.
Sir.
When was he the president? Any idea?
Sir?
When was he the president of India? During
sir,
which period?
Exact period, sir, I am unable to recall. So late 1960s, I think. Sir.
Please tell us the geography of Odisha.
Yes, sir. Sir, Odisha has a diverse geography. The eastern part of Odisha is coastal, that is part of eastern coast, and then the northern part of Odisha is part of the Chota Nagpur plateau, and the southern part of Odisha is part of the eastern Ghats, and the western part of Odisha has some plateaus like structures, that is part of Chhattisgarh plain and Mahanadi basin also, sir. And yes.
You wanted to add something?
Since Odisha has 33% this forest cover.
Tell me.
So Odisha has 33% forest cover,
okay.
And also more than 20% tribal population also, the human geography aspect.
You had gone to Kazakhstan also?
No, sir. I was team guide for Kazakhstan. They came to our institute.
Okay. So tell us about Kazakhstan, whatever you know.
Yes, sir. So Kazakhstan is the 8th largest country in the world, and it is almost 86% of India, but the population is less than 2 crores. So it is very less dense in terms of population. And
why is population so less?
Sir, it is part of this Central Asian belt, so the weather is not good. I think maybe that is the reason.
You have no idea.
Sir, not exact reason, sir.
What else do you know about Kazakhstan?
Sir, Kazakhstan it is rich in natural reserves. It has second highest reserve in terms of uranium, and also it is part of the steppe belt, sir. So steppe climate is there.
What is its capital?
Sir, its capital is Astana.
Astana.
Yes, sir. The previous name is Nur Sultan. Now it's
so okay. Tell us about the governance in India. How it has been since independence, please.
Sir, governance of India. Sir.
Governance in India since independence.
Sorry, sir. I did not get the questions.
How the country has been administered, yes, governed since independence till now. Is that clear? No.
Yes, sir. The head of the state is president, and the head of.
How means have they been good, bad, whether the political structure, administrative structure put together, have they looked after the country well or not?
Yes, sir.
And if good, how? If bad, how? If indifferent, how? Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me.
So, if we look at the 70 years of history, I think the governance is good, because if we compare to the countries that are present in our neighbor and that are also created at that time of late 1940s. So, in terms of that, India has this stable democracy, and till now it is one of the successful democracy in the world. And in that way, sir, I would say the governance is good, and it is an example for the rest of the world.
Tell us about defense exports from India now. Which items we are exporting, defense items, to which countries, and how much value worth we exported last financial year and how much up to now this financial year, and there's some target also. What is the target?
Sir, I am unable to recall exact figures of last financial year, but India is exporting these Tejas aircraft to the Southeast Asian countries like Vietnam, and it has also exported some kind of submarines to Myanmar also. And
Submarines to Myanmar?
yes, sir.
Okay. Then?
And sir, I am not able to recall exactly, sir.
So can you tell me how many biodiversity hotspots are there in India?
Sir, 4 biodiversity hotspots are there.
Tell me where?
Sir, Western Ghats, then Eastern Himalayas, Western Himalayas, and this Nicobar Island, that is part of Sumatran biodiversity hotspot.
Thank you.
Mr. Prajnanandan, how long have you been Deputy Collector?
So, for last 2 months, sir.
Last 2 months.
Yes, sir.
But you've had other experience in the revenue administration.
Yes, sir. Before that, sir, I was in training. Then before that, I was in Odisha Revenue Service.
Yeah, and you worked with 2 collectorates, Sambalpur and Balasore.
Sir, total, sir, I have worked in 4 collectorate. But
4 collectorates.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you must have a fair idea about how the administration runs in the district.
Yes, sir.
Now tell us, how would you, when you become collector, improve the implementation of central and state schemes in the district? How would you implement them better?
Yes, sir. So the major issue that we face is that there is this leakages and corruption at the grassroots level in terms of implementation. So the right beneficiaries don't get the benefits, and in that way, I think a more dedicated approach is needed, and regular supervision and regular monitoring is needed, which is lacking because of the overburdened nature of the collector. So in that way, I think, sir, he can delegate some part of works to different deputy collectors or different.
Well, then the implementation will worsen. If they are not listening to the collector, how will they listen to his deputies?
Yes, sir. No, they are.
I'm talking about strengthening the administration, the implementation of programs.
Yes, sir. And secondly, sir, there is a gap I have seen between administration and the field functionaries and as well as the public. So in that way, public also not aware about their rights and what schemes are there for them. So in that way, a database can be made, and they are given some, like in terms of in Gram Panchayat, Gram Sabhas, they can be made aware about their schemes. So in that way, I think, sir, it can be improved.
How would you deal with corruption?
Sir.
There is corruption, across the districts, across the offices.
Yes, sir.
How would you deal with it?
Sir, overall, by implementing the Prevention of Corruption Act in a better manner, I can deal with it. But at a minor level, at a small level, sir, like implementing CCTV cameras in every offices, and there should be a fear of higher authority in terms of like the image of the collector should be anti-corruption, and there should be some exemplary actions against those corrupt people, so that there will be fear among the junior staff, sir.
Okay. Your mother is in business.
Yes, sir.
What business?
Sir, we have one small fly ash brick making unit.
Small?
Fly ash bricks making
Fly
unit.
ash brick.
Yes.
You see, this ease of business, which the government talks about, has it benefited your mother's business?
Yes, sir. To some extent, it has benefited. For example, for getting loan, we are applying in the udyamimitra.in portal, and the complete scheme, the complete industry was set up by this Stand Up India scheme, which is giving 35% subsidy to women. And so I think, sir, ease of doing business has helped. Also, this GST and portal, so GST filing, it has become easier, sir.
What more can be done to make the situation even better?
So some issues are there, like filing GST. We have to we have to hire some accountant, chartered accountant, because that is not easily operable by a common person, sir. So in that way, I think it can be made more user friendly, and that way it can help, sir.
Okay. Now, India is today the largest, the most populous country in the world.
Yes, sir.
Is that an advantage or is that a challenge?
Sir, for India's case, it is advantage because we have this young population that is more. So demographic dividend is there. So that can be utilized in terms of skill development and creating more employment through industrialization and Make in India like schemes. So in that way, sir, if we take example of China, it has utilized its manpower to utilize its population to be a superpower today. So in that way, India has also a potential.
What are the challenges?
So the challenges is that now we have this education system, so we are not producing enough employable youth. So in that way, they are not getting employed. Also, enough employment is not available in terms of industries are not there. So in that way, sir, lots of youth power is getting wasted. So that is the major challenge. Education and skill development is the major challenge.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Giri,
Sir.
what are the main geophysical and geopolitical challenges that we face in our neighborhood?
So currently, sir. So currently, from the eastern side, Myanmar doesn't have a democratic leadership. So from that side, we are facing this problem of immigration into the northeast part, and also drugs trade is there from Myanmar. And secondly, from China side, always we are facing the fear of incursions or these territorial disputes that is going on in Arunachal Pradesh as well as in Ladakh part. And from western sector, Pakistan has always been a problem because of the state-sponsored terrorism. And from southern part, in Sri Lankan side, the naval dispute is there, the fishermen dispute is always there, and recently this Kachachibu island has again come into this forefront. So, and also this Tamil issue is there, sir. So in that way, lots of, similarly, sir, in Nepal, it is now getting aligned with the Chinese ideologies in that way. So it is becoming part of this BRI. So similar challenges there in there.
You referred to the territorial problems with China.
Yes, sir.
Now, there have been a number of talks between the military commanders
Yes, sir.
to resolve the flashpoints.
Yes, sir.
The latest round was held on 19th of February.
Yes, sir.
Can you assess for me what was the outcome of this latest round?
Sir, I have not read about this exact meet and its outcome, but I think there has been some agreement to like China will return to some little back and India will also return to backs, like this Gogra hot spring region. So there has been some agreement to settle that part, sir.
Are all the flashpoints resolved or some remain unresolved?
Sir, I think some has remained, like this. Sir, I am unable. This Defsang plains, sir, that area has remained.
And one more.
Sir.
Demchuk.
Yes, Demchuk,
Okay.
yes.
Now, let's go to another part of the world. The Israel-Hamas war. Do you think that it is showing any signs of coming to an end or no? What's your view?
Yes, sir. Sir, recently, yesterday only, there has been some agreements or discussions about agreements of exchanging these hostages. So Palestine will free some of the Israeli hostages and Israel will free some of the Palestine prisoners. So in that way, I think it is going towards truce.
Has Israel agreed to this arrangement?
Sir, I think till now it has not agreed, but this is a sign of truce that is coming up. But if Israel attacks Rafah, the southernmost city, then there will be severe civilian casualties, and that way the war will go on for more time, sir.
What is Operation Prosperity Guardian?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about this.
Do you follow the attacks on maritime shipping,
Yes, sir.
which are taking place in the Red Sea?
Yes, sir.
So who's carrying out those attacks?
Sir, it is mostly by the Houthi rebels of Yemen, and also some Somalian, these Somalian pirates are also there. But mostly it is Houthi rebels of Yemen.
And why are they carrying this attack out? What is the reason this there?
So this Red Sea is used to like supply energy resources and other materials to Israel. So as a way to take revenge towards Israel and supporting Hamas, they are doing this. Also some kind of backing is there from Iran also.
Now, sticking to the Red Sea, we have a close relationship with Egypt. We invited their president as chief guest last year to the Republic Day. Why is Egypt strategically important for us? Tell me some of the reasons.
Sir, Egypt has Suez Canal and it is the most important gateway to Europe and Mediterranean Sea. So trade wise it is important. Secondly, Egypt can be gateway to Africa in terms of trade. Egypt is a part of African Union also. At the same time, it is also part of the Arabian world. So in that way, Egypt can be helpful to improve our relationship with Arab world as well as the Organization of Islamic Countries and also African Union. So
last question. What is the GCC and why is it important for India?
So GCC is Gulf Cooperation Council that is made of these countries surrounding Persian Gulf.
Which countries?
Sir, Saudi Arabia, then UAE, Qatar, and Kuwait, Iraq. Iraq, sir.
Iraq.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to see that now. Anyway, and why is it important for us?
Sir, it is important because India's 80% trade, energy trade comes from this region. So I think, sir, that is why it is important.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Prajnanandan Giri, you like to explore places of cultural significance and travel documentaries you like.
Yes, sir.
So tell me first, what is the potential for religious tourism in Odisha? With some facts, figures.
Yes, sir. If we see Odisha's most of the tourism is focused on religious tourism only, like starting from this Sri Jagannath temple in Puri. So this Puri Parikrama project has been inaugurated. Secondly, Karnak temple, that is Sun temple. So that is also another aspect. Similarly, in Buddhist, from Buddhist perspective, it is Ratnagiri, Udaygiri and Lalitgiri, the golden triangle that we call. So there is potential for Buddhist pilgrimage and tourism. Similarly, this Khandagiri, that is part of this joint pilgrimage. Similarly, in Western Odisha, there is Samleswari temple, and that is a part of Shakti tradition. So in that way, there is lots of potential of religious tourism, sir.
Now, so give me some facts, figures. You already in the service.
Yes, sir.
What is the potential? What is the present state? How much can it go further?
Sir, exact data, sir, I am not aware of.
You don't know. All right. Now, you are in the Odisha Administrative Service.
Yes, sir.
You want to become a district magistrate, IAS.
Sir.
Okay. There are some veteran IAS officers who say that the IAS has failed the nation. Like if you have heard the name of D. Subbarao,
Yes, sir.
he wrote a big article on this. What is your opinion?
Sir, IS has failed the nation.
Yes.
So, like Sardar Patel has said, IS is the civil service is the steel frame of India. So, in terms of that, so if we see the entire India, every district is headed by one IS officer, mostly, sir. In that way, they are controlling. Similarly, at the secretariat level, they are controlling all the departments, and at the district level also, they are controlling all the.
So, what is your opinion?
Departments. Yes, sir. So I agree with that.
That it has failed the nation.
Failed means, sir, it has contributed a lot to the nation.
Oh, you are against this. You don't agree with this.
Sir, failed means exactly, sir.
Failed.
Oh.
Yes, failed.
No, sir, I am not agree with this.
You don't agree.
No, sir.
But you would agree that some reform needs to be brought about.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, what are the reforms needed?
Sir, starting from selection procedure to this promotion aspects, some reforms are needed. And in terms of selection, the exam procedure needs to be little bit changed. Like optional should be removed. And similarly, in terms of this promotion aspects, there should be specialization that has been recommended by different committees like Hota committee. And like specialization in that, after 12 years, there should be some kind of domain should be given to that IS officer, so that some kind of specialization knowledge can be there. So then he will be appointed to that department, because more of a IS is more of a generalist service, and more, sir, there should be proper performance appraisals in time, and So this much I can recall now, sir.
So, has the government done anything?
Sir, yes, sir. This Karmayogi platform has been created for on-time, on-job training now, and also some actions are being taken time to time, sir. I think, but large-scale reforms have not been done for long years, sir.
Have you heard of lateral entry system?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that is one way out?
Yes, sir. That is one way out, but that is not a complete solution to this problem. Like in
So, what are the challenges if we have lateral entry system?
yes, if we have lateral entry, sir, first challenge will be there will be resistance from this bureaucracy, because that will slow down the promotions in joint secretary or above level. And secondly, it may demoralize some of the cadre because of some persons coming from outside to government. And thirdly, sir, there may be conflict of interest, because if private sectors, the CEOs or some comes into government and they are employed in the similar kind of domain, so that may create conflict of interest also. So these are the major challenges, sir.
Okay, last question I'll ask you. You know, governor
Sir.
is in the news, the post of governor,
Yes, sir.
for various controversies. Why is this happening?
Sir, the major reason is the tussle between governor and the chief minister of the ruling party of that state. So the major reason is happening because of governor is being appointed by center and the states ruling by the opposition parties. So some kind of conflict is there, and like sometimes states see governor as outsider or being an agent of center. So in that way, sir.
What is your opinion? Is he the agent of center?
So as per constitution, he is agent of center, but he should also act with proper constitutional provisions, and he should not use his discretion much. And as Supreme Court has also said that in Nebam Rabia case, and that he should be binded by the advice
Okay, so
of.
tell me, what is the way out? What could be done?
So few steps can be done, like some non-political members should be appointed as governor. Some eminent personalities or educationalists, they should be appointed as governor, and not someone from the political parties.
Okay. Now, this is happening in various states,
Yes, sir.
but it's not happening in Odisha. Why?
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe because of the the ruling party is not that much antagonistic towards the central.
So you mean the
schemes.
ruling party is doing all this?
Sir, I think better cooperative federalism is there in Odisha, and that is lacking in some states like West Bengal or Tamil Nadu. So the federalism spirit is there, I think, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, sir.
Sir Prajnanandan. Our discussion with you is over. Kindly wait outside for a few minutes. We'll call you for a feedback.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.